Well, so just to kind of like level up a bit for the topic, I think there's actually something that's a gem here for all companies.
Yeah.
And it's something I'm thinking a lot about is in terms of design.
Yeah.
So for Figma, one thing we do in our product process is try to just like get features out in front of the community as fast as we can. Not to just ship them, but also just to get the feedback on them.
Right.
But
people can get upset if you change stuff.
Well, it's less about managing people being upset and more about getting to the point where you're building the best product.
Yes.
And I think that the thing that's going to be really interesting here, so one thing we're trying to do with Figma is talk more and create more of a movement around what we're calling open design. And
what is open design?
So basically open design is like a few different things. One is how do I become, in my organization, how do I do design more openly? But also in the context of the world, how do I have a design process that my users, my customers can actually be part of?
Right.
But doesn't that be more transparent?
Isn't the downside to that being transparent that you're educating your competitors?
It depends, right? Like another way to think about it is like you're actually becoming more anti-fragile. You're creating a community that's more loyal to you.
Right.
And you're working with them and partnering with them for the long term to make the product that's best for them.
Explain to people what anti-fragile means.
It's kind of like, I actually don't know if I have like a good one-line definition. Do you?
Well, it's Taleb's idea that there are certain, there are systems that do better in times of crises or with volatility.
Yep.
So if something is volatile, like the moment now, what does better in volatility? So are there cities in the world or people who think and who are designed for a volatile situation? So instead of being fragile, they're the opposite of fragile, which is not being necessarily strong. It's being resilient and strong in the face of a chaotic situation, right?
That's a great definition. Yeah.
I think that's the way he defines. I've always tried to, and you know what? I've listened to that book twice, and every time I listen to it, I get more from it. I kind of feel like his books, I think you kind of get them on the third reading.
Huh.
So
okay, I'll read it a few more times then.
Yeah. Same with Black Swan. I mean, I think if you are living through what we're living through right now, the Black Swan is something you really need to understand, which is just out of left field, your whole world can get turned upside down.